Welcome back to Let's Play Enix Wright. Yeah, that's it. Phoenix Wright. Enix Wright. Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Let's see. Okay, pressing simulator.
You are never ready for the Gorgon.
The Gorgon. Miss Gorgon, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help, I'll have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. Heh, I even took out a few of the nails.
Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? Sorry, I gotta eat lunch. You understand? Well, this is awkward. I was hoping I had more time. Something you were interested in? And just what was that? Please talk for a while. You usually do.
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. Ah, and Edgy Poo, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip?
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later.
It looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's room the entire time?
Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Kurita's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Whew, okay.
Yes, well, that explains why your age was not included in the report. Is it really that?
Question mark, question mark.
I mean...
God, what if she's actually immortal?
That would explain why she doesn't want to share her age.
Did it
In any
give her
case.
age in the original?
I don't know, don't care. Don't need to know. I feel like she'll kill me.
The witness then saw someone, correct?
Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say.
You are literally in court right now.
This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masters, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room. It was. He was.
Yes, he was.
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
To prison with you!
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right now.
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway.
Pardon? You saw my client? Are you sure about that?
Yesy.
What? Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. What was the man you saw carrying?
In which hand? His right or his left? Ah, now this is a real mess. I mean, I can't be expected to answer such a vague question.
Both.
Indeed. Please be more specific with your question, Mr. Wright.
Sorry. What was the man you saw carrying in his right hand?
Ah, he wasn't carrying anything in that hand.
Then how about his left?
Empty.
Well, this whole thing has been a lot of nothing. That's a lot of something, actually. If it's on guard, if it's end guard, and he brought the knife, he would have something in his hand.
It's when he came out of the victim's room.
She saw him coming out.
Yeah.
Shit.
So, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
When you have the button, he ripped it off.
It was stuck in his pants. Remember, you have 3 questions you can ask her.
Yeah.
I'm just checking, not rushing. I guess it really wasn't that important after all.
Mr. Wright, do you know why we say time is valuable? If not, I suggest you learn.
You've wasted 3 minutes of this woman's youth. That's more valuable than gold to me.
Why do I suddenly feel old in the presence of her childish whining?
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
That's bad for us, really bad.
But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
No.
Oh.
That's because you're not the one who has to question her.
We are tagging!
She is an old lady. I will give you that.
Yeah, she is indeed an old lady.
She is an old lady. Let's see, it was this one, right? What in the world is that?
Discord?
Why? That's kind of weird too. That maybe it's Bruce's internet, because every time it's just him that cuts out, and we can hear each other.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh, did she do the thing where she just talks real fast?
No, I went back and pressed the same thing, so this is all repeat dialogue.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting back to those 3 questions, so I'm gonna ask a different one. Which I apparently don't know which one that is. Is it this one? It's this one.
Well, I know what Brute likely said. I could not understand the word he said.
Uh-oh.
I can't really understand Anstca now. Interesting.
Well, can you understand?
Probably.
I changed the server again.
Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now, what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That racing jacket.
Shit. He was wearing that at the detention center, too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
That thing? Nah. Hey, you got a notification.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
So, Mr. Wright, was this important?
No, I guess not.
But, wait a minute. Was it the guy in his, that homocut, that weird thing, when the guy was murdered?
Yeah, the button was found in the Hakama, not in the dude's racing jacket.
Not his, which if he was wearing the outfit from the show, he could not have been wearing his racing jacket.
That is a good point.
So it was very important.
Actually, Your Honor, I didn't take a step back.
Yes. Hold on. I am consulted with the voices in my head, and it says that it is very important.
You know those clothes? I want to talk about that again. Yep, he sure was wearing that. Yes, sir. Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important.
Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright. Witness, please.
Ah, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must.
Okay.
He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show.
I said that already.
Press the wrong button.
I probably.
Yeah. Probably have to now press the... I mean... Because it probably
Or present a button.
Yeah, present something.
Let's press it first. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it.
She is so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption. Yeah, okay, shut up.
Okay.
Shut up, Mia.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Mia, I got this. Shut up.
I will leave.
You will not leave.
But don't tell me to shut up.
You wouldn't leave your sister hanging like that. I know you won't leave. So shut up.
You won't leave. Suddenly you're talking to Pearls.
Oh, hey, Pearly, wait. Shit. Mia, wait. I'm sorry. Come back.
Go bring your big cousin back, Pearl.
You summon her, damn you. You hear me? Miss Oldbag. Gorgon, if you will.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's button number 2 on the German Ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here, give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this.
Zap.
Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Engard's body during a full body search.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Engard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai Hakama pants.
See? And Engard is the nickel samurai.
Witness? Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Engard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear.
Pardon me?
If I wore the trendiest dress, but instead I have to put up with wearing this ridiculous-looking outfit, you'd agree this outfit is hideous, right? I've got a tape detector stuck in my chest. Let me tell you, it's hairy. So heavy, I wish we had been switched 2 days ago, but I'm keeping that dream alive for all those kids out there. I work hard. Understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as a documentary on curling. You should take a tip from Edgy Poo.
Zap.
She done?
No, hold your tongue still. Stay there for 1 second. So what you saw is actually was not Mr. Engard the man, but Mr. Engard the Nickel Samurai.
But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
Not even remotely.
Mizzlebag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Poo, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering.
That's his way of saying I'm right. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change.
Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
All right, if you
Everyone is
insist.
lucky we got rid of perjury law.
I should be the one sighing, not you.
Engard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to get to the post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know? So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
That's it.
Yep.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume?
Literally
year ago?
anyone.
Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
I don't like it when you call me that. But the possibility does exist.
Ah, youngins today, I told you there is no way it was anyone else, even though the same thing happened a year ago.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful as a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness under, one statement.
Would you please get on with your testimony?
Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder?
Hey, listen here, you don't tell me to watch my fucking language. I'll say whatever I want, damn it.
My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything.
No!
That's not how
If you
that
keep
works.
on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
You wouldn't. What? Oh no.
Striking figure down the
Prison now!
Holy shit! She's
Prison!
actually singing! Someone help my poor ears!
Mr. Edwards, can you please do something about this racket?
What the fuck?
Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts.
Wait, we're handing out gum?
Okay, you promise, right?
Right. I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date.
You want me to give you a quarter? Are you serious? You're kidding! He's kidding, right?
It's the principle of the thing.
It's 25
You
cents!
brought this on the court.
I brought this It's a quarter, Edgeworth. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. Maybe with some fruit. Fucking
Fruit basket.
chew gum. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, he said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not?
Not too long ago. Let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
A mildly infuriating defense attorney. My dream, huh? Well, I, wanted to be... Wow. Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what?
See? And look where you are now. You're no Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Oh yeah, I got a long life ahead of me still. Well,
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
that's some shit.
Uh-huh.
Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough?
No. I got an achievement for that. Judge Wagner. What the fuck? Hang on, I need to know what that's for. Yeah,
For stating your dream of becoming Judge Wagner.
it's for pressing that specific sentence. Oh wait, did I not press that last one? And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more.
You are such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say.
Maybe if you weren't wrong all the time. Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know.
Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja?
Of course it included him. That's why when Engard came out of Dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway.
So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai.
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet? No. She's not
She had
here.
to step away.
Yeah. So how about that weather, guys, huh? Very, very weathery.
Yep.
It's,
It is very weather.
very weather. Yup.
It's 80 degrees in my room.
That's so warm, dude. What the fuck? So I guess I'll just read it and we'll move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to think too hard on this one. Huh? There's a contradiction in her testimony and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us. Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Now I remember. Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after crime, you know, so he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Hang on, let's, what do we got here? I mean...
What's the photo look like? Eh. You keep thinking on it, and I'm gonna make sure that it isn't something stupid.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Actually, wait, no.
Well, no, wait, hang on. Would Engard's fingerprints even be able to get on the knife if he's wearing this costume?
Huh.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
that
over-
seems like it would be the thing. I wonder how you...
How do I prove that?
Yeah.
The knife or the picture? Or am I just overthinking it again? Sometimes I
You're
do
not.
that.
Present the knife.
Let's get it. Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I'm driving at.
What are you driving at? And whose car are we driving?
Well, I don't have a car, so... Wait, that's... Mr. Engard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder. And then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. Come on, Edgeworth.
You're better than that, Edgeworth. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
If I was gonna go relax and talk to somebody, it wouldn't be someone I'm a rival of. Shit.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes. I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get
Why
this
would
straight.
I go hang out with someone I couldn't stand?
Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory?
Why'd he bring the knife?
Yeah. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Engard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Fuck, what?
The knife.
The knife? Okay.
The knife. Everything seems to hinge on the knife right now.
This knife! This was used by Mr. Engard at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. And at that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition?
Yep.
Your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was the knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
That's the thing. This is the obvious one.
But it did find out that he was
We've
strangled.
been told repeatedly that he was being framed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's to frame my client, Mr. Engard, of course.
To frame.
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume, and if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness?
No gum for you.
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the nickel samurai?
Thanks, Discord.
Well, I guess at
thanks,
first I
Discord.
might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Engard with the nickel samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure.
Hmm? She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai. Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Carita. Am I correct, witness?
The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
I can send you to prison. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
Fuck. Cookie, hang on. I just want to eat a cookie for once. More dialogue than 2 lines before it comes back to me. So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Carita. Maybe. Phoenix. Maybe the old bag. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person. It's who I think Mia's hinting at. It's certainly possible. Miss Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you?
Oh.
Where is she? Where is she? This is I'm looking for a
The
word.
scandal.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Engard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... I see.
The judge seems to be really into the article. If it can be called such a thing.
The manager with the initials AA. Are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness, what in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a... Oh, is she back? God,
I'm here,
please.
sorry.
Please, thank God. I'm talking to myself. It's killing me, man.
Okay.
This is you.
Watch out.
Good.
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information, some very secret information from a certain source.
Lana's camera.
So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about the secret information.
Get ready! This is going to take the wind out of you youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
That Engard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do a thing I don't want to do to disprove this one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
We're gonna have to...
Yep,
we have evidence to prove...
That's
Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for the court. It's gonna get even worse, Judge.
Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before.
It's often not.
It's true.
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip.
But should this be true, then that proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
This means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Shit.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I don't want to do this.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited now.
That's right, Engard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, gotta burn old bags with fire. I'm to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Fuck off. Stop. Stop it. I heard you. Stop. Stop it. Stop.
Okay.
We know that's not true.
Yeah.
We know.
What were her statements after
we
this
have
too,
to
just to be
press
sure?
First, though?
Yeah, let's try pressing it.
Yeah, we probably have to...
So what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson, something you youngins need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson?
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this.
Stop! Just stop!
Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night.
What? Hold on. She didn't come through the door?
Adrian Andrews did not come out of his... Oh, was she watching it the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, it's not part of her testimony, though, so...
Well...
You don't have any proof that Mr. Engard did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right, I can't do anything, but boy do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright then, Sonny, show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that Engar didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
Do we have evidence that he didn't bear any
I don't
ill will?
think that's what you have proof of.
No, I wouldn't say so.
No, I mean,
If it were that easy, it would have been done forever ago.
yeah, we had reason as to why Andrews would go and talk to Juan. This is a weird way of wanting us to.
That's what I'm wondering, because sometimes this game does weird stuff, and
And if that was the case, it would be like part 1.
ouch, fuck.
You know.
I don't know. I feel like that's not right.
No,
But I don't know where else we would go, is the thing, right?
This is a trap.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want, silly boy.
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway. How was that cookie?
That was pretty good. I didn't like that it crumbled, but, you know, cookies are good. Alright. What do we got here? Just press it all. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander. Jesus. Dude, are you good? Holy
yes,
shit.
I'm good. My cat just knocked over some things. Come here, you. Yes, I am good.
Jeez.
But it's true, that woman was
Good
getting
lucky
intimate
I
with poor
love
Juan.
You realize that, right?
Was it Mickey?
No, Miss Kitty.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies?
Generally, it is.
What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth.
No.
Never.
No. No.
No.
God, no. No, 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 no.
But let me change that for you. I suppose next you'll tell me that the Earth is a sphere.
I got some news for you, lady.
Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Hey, I actually agree with you on that one. They're both shit.
Yeah, okay.
To an extent. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I would give a little more weight to news than gossip, but still.
Yeah, it's... Sometimes the line is pretty blurred.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for taking a stand, Your Honor. I'm really glad that you came out.
To discrimination.
Discriminate? When did I do anything like that?
Anyway, Engard will never get me to say touche.
You literally just
You
did.
did just say. A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dimwitted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that Engard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
Okay. Hey, we pressed that one. And that one.
And that one.
This one. Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. That's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a Oh, yes, that's it. It's a secret! Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world does that old bag get such a secret piece of information?
Press further.
Wonder if she found the camera.
That is true.
Yeah, because the note was in it.
Yeah.
And she considers tabloid stuff to be, you know.
Yeah, well, go with it.
So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? That's true, then why do you know it, Miss Old Bag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Witness! I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Take that! The investigative photographer, lot of heart.
Oh, yes. I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
I feel kind of smart for that one, I won't lie. No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Ah, that's it, that's the note.
No! You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy!
Then you're the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of wands, that's why! That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil N-Guard. She said so herself. N-Guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Edgy Boo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Oh, shit!
Well, it's only a piece of paper. As long as you can overlook this one.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
No.
Fuck that! If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat?
Alright, I'm tired of being called names. Hey, what the fuck? I saw the mouse again!
Uh-oh.
You son of a bitch, get out from under there! I saw him poke his little nose out! You piece of shit! You're lucky I'm recording, I'd be under that fucking table right now.
I saved this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can, that's all.
No, seriously though, I fucking saw this little douchebag pop his nose out and like stare at me. Get out from under there, you piece of shit! You'll electrocute yourself, there's cables under there. You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it! I'm sorry, I'm not.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
I'm worked up because of this mouse. Miss Old Bag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. It's like you came out to
Don't you literally just present the same thing?
Yeah, literally present the camera.
Miss Old Bag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
Discord, please.
Discord?
Discord, please.
That was an excellent face it paused on, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Phoenix is not impressed.
Did it catch up?
Did the mouse eat Brute's internet cable?
I'm starting to wonder. There's cords under there, and then it dropped.
I'm here! What? No! No! Can't believe I saw that little fucker under there. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I think it might.
There.
Okay.
Hello? Nope. There I go. There I go. We're just gonna hang out. It'll come back in a second. Just give it a minute. Just give it a second. Just give it a second. Alright, we're back! Internet problems sorted. We're good. Can you see?
The mouse ate the internet.
I can see.
Okay.
Yes. A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, "My sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Yeehaw," so on and so forth.
What? Witness!
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it is only If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know.
No, you're a Gorgon, remember?
I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said... Slime Bag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff! Check the camera's photos. Hurry! We must examine them at once. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Engard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that's the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
the defendant.
Well, shit.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
Oh yeah, I agree, no problem.
Yeah, no, definitely, no, you know what, you're right. This photo really is decisive, then we're done for. If I raise an objection here and blow it, then I'd put Maya's life in jeopardy. Can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's I get a better look at it for a second?
Nope.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
isn't
I had trouble with this detail, but there is a detail there that's different between the two.
Okay. Give me a second then. Let's see.
Yeah.
Wish I could have them both up at the same time.
yeah.
Detail, that's different.
Sorry.
What?
Kitty.
My foot tapped her, and I didn't know she was there. She yelled at me. Like,
Watch it down here, asshole.
yeah, pretty much.
Ah, shit. Alright, well, just for the sake of moving it along, what am I looking for here?
Look at the bottom.
Oh,
wait, yeah. It's
it's
long.
not showing his feet.
So it's a long.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would mean the person is
Shorter.
quite a bit shorter.
There's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
Debunk the bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
There's a weird delivery, but it's a weird as hell line.
Yeah.
I mean, my delivery was weird.
Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well.
Save in case the game is finicky.
Yes.
One chance.
One chance. I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from, anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts?
Damn, Lotta.
God damn it. Lotta.
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
He had no feet.
I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles?
You see this person's ankles. If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And what does that mean?
Wasn't this a similar detail, like a big deal in the last case like this too, like the other Global Studios case? Something about the way the costumes fit on somebody.
Yeah,
That's funny.
so we were able to tell it wasn't, powers.
The costumed person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ungard.
What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you would care to elaborate, with actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama.
His socks. You can see his socks. He wears socks.
Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his his Hakama up just to walk. I'm losing it.
Phoenix is just swearing
In the middle.
Go home, Phoenix, you're drunk.
I only had one beer, man. Okay, two, but there's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant.
rabble.
Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh. What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
Shit. That's true. Shit.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
Yeah, like, he hasn't reacted negatively every time you disprove something of his. The only time he got, like, pissed off was when it's like, oh no, it's her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel under attack. Then I haven't damaged his case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If this person in the if the person in this photo is not Matt Engard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
Rabble.
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Engard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple.
I'm stressed out over this. What do you mean? Ah, shit.
What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Well, he always has that attitude. What am I supposed to... Yeah, why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
Oh.
It's Andrews.
Yeah, because they make it a point to say that she's short.
Well, sure.
Yeah. Adrian Andrews?
You want to know who that Nickel Samurai is? It is none other than this woman.
And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Engard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Engard that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Engard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon?
Why don't you just say what it is you want, Wright?
I have to do this now. It's my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict. Come on, you can say that word. Ugh. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Carita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order! It looks like this trial trial hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Alright, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? Oh, what do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day.
Shit! Fuck! Damn it! One more day. Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court.
Objection?
Yeah.
What? I always get thrown off when it offers me choices like that, because it's like, what?
Now then.
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
I cannot do that. Well, we cannot hear this.
Hold it! I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
Did you just call me slow? Shit. What? What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness.
Everything was planned out in advance by that man?
Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Wow.
Be continued.
Good stopping point.
Very good,
Yeah.
especially because we're over an hour.
Yeah.
It's hard to stop it when you're at the court. There's like, you don't want to stop in the
No
middle of like.
good way to
Yeah.
stop. Yeah.
All right. Well, next time, trial stuff.
More
Stuff.
court.
Yeah.
Oh, court.
More court.